in this dialogue. And it also forces us to be very careful with the use of our words. There's classical, classical, and classic. The classical with a capital C is a name. And we might have another classical era, but we're not in one right now. The classical lowercase is a method. And classic is the best of its sort, like classic Coke, classic Blazer, all that kind of stuff. So the classical method is universal to all cultures. It's always existed and it's always been used, except for recently. It is based on the unity of truth, goodness, and beauty. And the interesting thing about it is that it defines holism. Now, all of us, I think, thought that holism was an ancient concept. Actually, it's 98 years old. It was coined by Jan Smuts, and it describes this unity of truth, goodness, and beauty. Holism is defined by that unity. That's what holism is. It also, this unity, it actually describes the universe. I'm not going to give you a proof of that, but you can get there through introspection, something that was removed from the academic method in 1805, and it comes together with the Industrial Revolution and the digital revolution and so on. People who were in there, it's clear that whatever is going on, there's no introspection going on. Everything that we do, however, is based on common sense and reason and science. And the idea of holism is very easy to understand. If you're measuring one, you're measuring all. If you're changing one, you're changing all. And therefore, that can connect to the idea of a beauty scale as a measure of environmental durability, adaptive reuse, and human experience. Zeki, Samir Zeki at UCL, the University College London in 2004, actually formulated the beauty scale. You can look at anything, put it on a scale of 1 to 10, and then based on appropriateness, not everything needs to be 10. You don't want to be eating cake all day long. You can design whatever it is you're looking to put out there. So going back to the experience of beauty, it's best explained by way of fractals. You all know what fractals are. Interestingly, trees have three fractals running in them simultaneously. The bark, the leaves, and the branches. And at some point, I had been taught by Richard Sammons at the ICAA, where I founded the DC chapter many years ago, about proportions. And the way the proportional systems work, you have one-to-one proportion, that's symmetry. Obviously, it's extracted by many as if it's something really special, but it's only one of a set of proportions you have. You have equality, you have differentiation, large and small, roughly golden section, and then you have punctuation. It's the tip of the leaf, it's the tip of the lion's tail, it's the earlobe, and so on. And we have actually at least 8 different proportional systems running through everything. And these proportional systems, each one, because you see it, you see here, these are all self-similar at different scales. Okay? They're all fractal. They're statistical fractals. And this is the Palladio's Doric. So you have that lighting up the beauty center that Zeki measured back in 2004, and that's how it works. All the classical orders are pre-existing to give you a pleasing experience so that art imitates nature, that the experience of art equals the experience of nature, is similar to it. And it's best explained using these fractal facts. We check it out using eye tracking. You can see the eye has no idea where to go to in this modernist design by Gary, you put up a traditional design, it goes exactly to where you're going to have the lettering and the carving and so on and so forth. Isn't that amazing? That's what holism means. It simply works, and once you know it, which is very, very simple to get to know, you have a huge amount of freedom, like you see in the work that's outside by the people from NTNE. And that is how we actually design. We work with components, whether they're building components or urban components. So if you're putting an arcade on a street, you know already what it's going to, you can work from what you think it needs to feel like to what forms it needs to have, and then iteratively until you reach what you need.